Hello, old guy jamming here. Today, we're gonna try something interesting. I can't leave the Blackstar alone, but I think I'm finally done. I got an HT20 combo this time, and they just don't take pedals well. That's what it is for me with Blackstar. Combo sounds great. It does, I think, two things really well. Well, kind of three. Cleans are great. Dirt is great. And even the clean channel comes up with some good crunch, but they just don't take pedals well. And I'm going to show that today. This is a modified DSL-5. It's got a 12-inch speaker, a different tube complement, and I biased it a little colder. It sounds great. But we're going to run some pedals through this and stack a couple pedals together. We're just going to keep throwing pedals at it and show you how the more you push it, the bigger it sounds, the better it sounds. The Blackstar just doesn't do the same thing. You hit the Blackstar with pedals and it overcompresses right away. So I'm not trying to badmouth Blackstar. I'm not trying to put a dark light on it or dim light, dim view. They are really good sounding out. They just don't take pedals well. But otherwise, they react pretty good to volume drops, other things like that. But if I was going to recommend a beginning amp to somebody, it wouldn't be a Blackstar. It would be a Marshall or something else with more tubes in the preamp. Have I talked long enough? All right. We'll start with a clean tone. Beautiful. And the 805. Alright, 805 is off. Badass distortion. Let's do a little bit of a loop, and then we're going to put the 805 back on for a lead over this. Ridiculous. That is so searing, sustaining. Okay, so that's clean with two pedals on, and now we'll go over to the Marshall Dirt side. Turn the delay off. And we'll just do the Dirt on this side. Same EQ, and then we'll lead out over it again with the 805, and we're gonna leave the MXR on with some distortion, and then we'll do even both maybe. I don't know. Okay, here we go. 805. Oh, that was on my rhythm. Wow. Yeah, it wasn't even on my rhythm, and it still sounded pretty good. So you get the idea. That was good. Nice rhythm tone or lead tone over that. Let's do something crazy. You always want a pedal to help tighten up the low end on some detuned stuff. So this is, and the gain and volume, the volume's 3/4 of the way up. I'm in high power mode, and I think, yeah, so I'm in high power mode, and the neat thing about this 5 is that you can dime it, and it sounds so good. Again, 12-inch speaker, tube complement, and biased cold. And so this is dirty, and we're going to tighten that up with the 805. Adding the MXR. Taking the 805 off, MXR is still on. Starting to compress, but the distortion on the MXR is up almost halfway. Still really usable. It's just starting to compress, which sometimes you want. It kind of wavers in and out of, it's got some bloom. I don't know how to describe that, but it's anyway. Okay. Let's do the roll-off test. This is with the gain channel. Roll off the volume. Real nice. And if we single coil this and put the 805 back on with the volume down. Super nice old type of 70s rock Hendrixy type tone. And with the volume down, then we can just roll the volume back up for the same kind of single coil lead over what we got. volume back up. You get the idea. Okay, so we will then come back with the Blackstar and we'll push some pedals out and see how we do. We are back, and we will try to recreate something. I'm not trying to make it sound bad. This is the clean tone, real nice. Beautiful. Put the 805 on. And MXR for lead. Okay, and I think what we did on there was some AC/DC. And this is with the 805 on, this is clean. And then we did this. Okay. To me, thin, not pleasant, not pleasant. With the badass on. Okay, same kind of thing, just doesn't sound right to me. Now, in fairness, one thing it does on its own real well is when you do bring up the gain on the Vox setting on the clean channel. You do get a really nice crunch from the Blackstar. Turn the reverb down. Still not mid-thick, mid-full, and the mids are up over halfway, the bass is over halfway, the treble's just over halfway, the ISF is in the middle. It's kind of sharp, kind of brittle in your face. It sounds pretty good. Sounds good. I like it. All right, going over to the dirty side then, and the non-lit dirty channel I don't think is worth much. It's kind of muddy, and I think everybody would agree with that. This is where it's at. That's a little on on the low volume side. So I think we did some drop D here. Okay, we'll use the 805 to try to tighten that up. Then we'll push the MXR on it, because we did with the other one. And it becomes pretty messy. Very compressed. All right. Lost my tuning. Okay, let's back off the volume and go back to single coil. For that old rock Hendrixy style stuff. We'll put it in loop and then we'll throw the 805 on to boost the lead and see how that sounds. Yeah, and it sounds decent. It sounds pretty good, but it's, I don't know, it's just something not as organic, something not as real to me. So as much as I like some of the things it does, because that's a pretty gnarly tone, right? That sounds pretty darn good. I'll have to keep playing with it, but I don't think I'm going to keep it. $600, and I got a good deal on it from Guitar Center yesterday, too. Guy brought it down to $500 for me. So I was out the door for about 6. It retails for a bit more than that. But I'm also thinking at $600, the amount of amps that are open to you at that point is pretty vast. And for $400 more, you can get a mini rectifier. Or for a little bit more than that, you can get a Recto Verb by Mesa. So, I don't know. I think I still prefer the Marshalls. The more you push it, the better it gets. And I think the Blackstar, the more you push it, the more muddled it gets. It does do some things really, really well. Nice features. It's a little noisier than the Marshall. But you decide. You decide. All right. Old guy jamming out. Hope this helps you make a good decision about your next amplifier.